All right, day 3. What's up, people? Man, so exciting.
Right, today is exciting. So I know we've gotten a lot of great responses about and input about this challenge and you guys coming out with amazing content and being able to versatilize and have all these different content ideas that are just going to keep going for you, which is really exciting. But today we want to talk to you about another type of content, and that is engaging content. Right, being able to create conversations and have engagement. This is social media. So having posts that create social engagement is super important for multiple different reasons. Reason one being that when you create engagement and people comment on your posts and you're commenting back and you're having a conversation, the algorithm will then pick up that what you say is important and it will show to more of your friends' feeds. So that's super important to really start engaging and having great conversations inside of your content posts.
Yeah, so one of the things we changed recently is marketing instead of marketing for a click and a transaction like that for dollars, we market to conversations. And it's a much better process because you can actually qualify people, see if they're a good fit before you're talking to them. Another thing it does is it gets you more in your marketing, so then you figure out what is the challenges that people are having in your marketplace, so you can get more data, so you can help more people, so you can create better content, so you can do all this stuff. And so, you know, one of the things we talk about is how do you come up with what you're going to create, like, say, videos about. Like, so you really have to find out the challenges and problems and what your people are really going through, your perfect people. If you need help with coming up with your perfect person, we can definitely help with that. But if you don't know who your perfect person is, it's something you need to really take a look at, because how are you going to get your messaging? Who are you creating content for? All that good stuff.
Yeah, you try to market to everybody, then it's not going to land with anybody.
Yep.
So that's really important. As far as engaging, I feel like chat, like, this is a huge strength that chat has. I feel like the story posts are like one of my greater strengths, and engagement posts are something that chat is incredible at. So why don't you share like some different ways to create engagement posts, and what does that look like? So
what we need to do is you need to get out to 3 places. You need to go find like new people that have no clue who you are and engage with them in a way that really works for whatever venue that is. Be it being other people's groups, be it being, I don't know, there's forums still out there, be it being whatever.
Your personal wall, your group.
Yeah, so the next one being your personal wall, and the next being your group. And you want to create conversations in all 3 of these so you can see what are the challenges that people are actually going through. And so now what I do is I like to call out our people. Like, who's a coach and what challenges are you having attracting clients currently? What's your biggest trouble doing this?
Yeah, so I want to just stop for just a minute, because there's a big difference between having the story post, which may be a little bit longer, and I think there's a misconception that people, like, you have to have this big, long piece of content all the time. Well, a lot of times less is more, right? And just asking simple questions that get people to respond and create engagement can be the most powerful thing that you can do.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have gotten this misconception that you're going to put something out there and people are going to go to your website and then they're going to buy your highest package, and you're never going to have to actually communicate or talk to anybody ever. And I feel like there's this huge breakdown and really especially in the coaching world, because a couple things. You don't want to work with every person that is interested in your stuff. There's some people there, you might not even want to have a conversation with every person that is into your content, right? And so you need to create a process that's in between you and them, and that's in a conversation. It's creating a qualifying process to see who is a good fit for your thing. And so you use these questions and post them, put them out there, and it's going to start creating engagement. So if you think about it this, okay, so I'm just curious if you guys are on here. Tell me who you work with. I don't know if you go into, if you're watching this on the replay in the group, you can comment below and just let us know, like, who is your perfect client? Like, what do you work with, and what is the result that you help them get? So you can work one or two ways with these questions. You can call out the result or the problem that you solve for your clients. You can call out who the perfect person is, or yeah, those are pretty the two things that you're going to really focus on.
So let's say if you are a coach that helps people like have more confidence, what would be a great engagement question for them that they could go post? This could be done in other, like, engagement posts are really good because they can be done in other people's groups without coming across like you're not trying to take their people and sell them anything, right? You're literally just having conversations and sparking engagement, which is good for their group because it's going to boost their group up.
Yep.
Right. So what would be a good question in that arena, say for like someone who works with people's confidence?
Yeah. So first I would ask, like, who do you work with, and make sure that you're in the right place. You want to make sure that if you're, if it's your group or your page or somebody else's, that your perfect clients are there. So I would call them out. It's like, hey, who is an entrepreneur, and what's your biggest challenge? Like, creating confidence, or what is, like if you had more confidence, what would that do for your, sales ability, or say you work with salespeople, or like in your business, or if you're work with entrepreneurs, or if you're a coach, like what would confidence allow you to do that is going to help you be a better coach? And in these type of questions are going to get people, well, it would be like this much, or like the challenge I have is like, I don't really feel confident when I go live, or I don't really feel confident when I ask for money, or I don't really feel confident in blah, 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 whatever that looks like. And so it's really, really, really powerful when you can start having this conversation. The power is really in the comments. So you post this thing, and then you're going to start a conversation with people. And then
if you do this right, you could see like hundreds of comments.
Yeah, we've had people in our case study that have had like 200, 300, 400
I think
comments.
one actually had like 700, 800 comments.
Insane.
I know.
Yeah,
so this definitely works to connect with people. And just like Chad was saying, the power is in the comments. So how can you use that, part 2 of this, once you have your questions? And guys, like, it's not just one question. Like, always be thinking, what are some good questions that I could ask that would draw my people out to start making them think about this kind of thing? What I like to do, and I think Chad does this too, is we use Keep on our phone. Mm-hmm. So let's just say like you're out and about, you're doing your thing, and all of a sudden you have this great idea for a question, like, oh my gosh, I could totally ask that question. Not the best time right now, I'm doing something else, or maybe you just posted, right? So start making a list. Like, things will start popping in your head, like, oh, that's a great idea. Oh, that's a great idea. Just write them down. Even right now as an assignment, not right now, but at the end of this as an assignment, start creating some questions that you can use. Create like a keep note in your phone or something, so when you go to post and it's time for you to create your content for the day, that you boom, just have them right there.
Yeah, it's really good. So you want to start, because you're going to get all these responses, and it might be even like, who is this, and name your perfect person. And then you ask them maybe in the comments of like, what's your biggest challenge with this part, whatever you help with. And then they're going to say, well, it's this. And you go, oh, wow, that's cool. And then and then you can keep on having that conversation. You can book calls. We have clients that are just literally booking calls from these type of posts. We have a client, he just got, what is he at? Like 6 clients now in like 3 weeks of using this exact same strategy. And so it's super cool, and it works really, really well. And, so then you have it's the people that are having these limiting things. It's the ones that are like, they're so wrapped up in their own stuff that you now know you can go take, they don't see the whole picture, and you don't have the time to really spend with them to coach them. So what you do is you go make a video and you say, and you talk and you bring really clarity to that problem that that person had, and you help them walk through and just expand on the problem and really dive deep and just show that this is a really easy thing to fix or to transform. And we do this I do this in my program all the time. If you need help with this, reach out to me. Because this is the thing. When you can help people gain clarity on their challenges and on their problems, they give you credit for getting them down the road of solving that problem. They might not have it all, right? They might not have the whole solution, but what they do have is they have some clarity, and clarity is superpower, and they can start moving forward on that thing. And then if they want help being supported around that and really help with that full breakthrough, they can reach out to you, and then you can help them go through that whole process.
Totally. I think a big mistake that I see a lot of people make when they attempt to do this is, like, as soon as someone says, like, yes, like, answers, they're like, oh, okay, well, I'm your solution, and, like, hop right in it and, like, book a call with me, like, I can help you.
Yeah.
Right. And actually that is
it's like the doctor arrogance.
Yeah. Or it's like how Chad likes to refer to it as you tried to take her to the bathroom at the bar. Yeah. Right. And it's very off-putting for people. They're like, yeah, you don't even know me. Mm-hmm. Right. So the comments is where the magic happens, so to speak, of where you can really start stretching that gap and having just a conversation and not like throwing up your program. And once that
throwing up a freaking 10-page thing of how they could solve that, and giving them someone.
Yes, thank you for mentioning that. So a lot of times people are like, oh, well, look, come see how great my coaching is. I'm going to coach you right here in the comments. And that's not your job right now, right? You coach after people pay you. At this point of the game, it's helping them really define their problem and get really clear on, like, you get them, and stretching that gap out, and then having that visual for them, like, well, what would it look like if this wasn't a problem for you? What would you be able to accomplish, right? And paint that picture with them so they really visualize that with you. Then they're going to be more likely. They're not going to feel like, ooh, why is this person trying to take me to the bathroom in the bar? Go ahead, you got something.
I totally realized we're actually in the Quantum Impact online case study.
That's super funny. That would be
why there's nobody on here.
That would be why.
Cool, I guess.
So we'll just stream it live in the other group.
Yeah, let's do it. That's hilarious. All right, well, hopefully you guys are getting tons of value from this. And so, yeah, so it's really just about getting that, getting some engagement out there, putting it out there, creating that conversation, qualifying them to see if they're a good fit or not. And if they're not, they're too stuck in there. Actually, we had a conversation with one of our clients, Thomas, yesterday, and he said, I've been doing this in certain groups, and a lot of these people are just not my clients. They're not, and what he realized, and this is something that we've realized for a while, is usually the people that are the best coaching clients are the people that are down the road a little bit on their journey of personal development. They've kind of struggled against it. They're not like regular, like go to the football game, like type people out there.
They might like football games.
They might like, yeah.
The normies.
Yeah.
Civilians sometimes we call.
Yes.
When you've been in the personal development world and the entrepreneurial world, it seems almost like the normal people, and then I don't know.
Yeah, totally. They're the people that are down the journey, but they're not quite there yet. They haven't like figured out all their stuff, and maybe they've even unraveled some more stuff that they need help with. Those are your best clients, and so when you qualify people, those are type of the questions that you want to ask to see if they're like really ready for what you do yet.
Yeah, totally. This is really good. So your assignment today is to go come up with a few questions, like just simple engagement questions that will have people have be able to respond, and you can create conversations in the comments to be able to qualify, stretch their gaps out. This is really big. It can be huge for your business, so we do want to know like how the results that you get from this, because we've seen it over and over again on how powerful that this can be. And if you need help coming out with some of these questions and working on your offer and being able to have those qualifying and converting conversations to be able to get more clients, let's book a call. If you're on the live, just comment below like I'm ready, or book a call, something that we know that you're ready to book a call. And if you're seeing this on a page, then right below here, there's just a few questions so we can learn a little bit about your business, what it is that you're up to. And let's just have a really quick 15-minute conversation and see, if it's even a good fit for us to be able to help you. And from there, maybe construct a plan to see how we can get there even faster for you. We totally believe in what it is that you're doing. You got something?
No, that was it. It was awesome.
Awesome. So we totally believe in what it is that you're doing. We're a total stand for you to go out there and make the transformation in the world that you were put here to make. So we look forward to talking to you, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.